answer right now, but please leave a message. Hi, honey, it's your mom. I just wanted to let you know we're in a cab on our way into the city now. I know we said we wouldn't, but your dad managed to find a really nice deal for a hotel. And we both just wanted to see you, what with everything that's going on. Traffic's a nightmare as usual, but seems a lot worse going out of the city on a Tuesday. Isn't that odd? Anyway, call us back as soon as you get this. We'll see you soon. Bye. Damn, these game things are expensive. What's a kid supposed to do with a $400 game box thing anyway?
They need something good in their lives, babe. It's been a tough year.
I know. Listen, how about you and me, we just give each other cards this year? I mean, do we really need more stuff?
Really?
I just want a family, honey. Just get your kids to call me Mom, and I'll be good.
I think you're gonna be Janet for a long while.
You don't think this console will do the trick?
We'll see. Love you, sweet thing.
You have to come. What's so great about this place? Oh my God, it's incredible. The whole club is like a hospital, and you sit in wheelchairs and you drink out of IV tubes, and if you want snacks, they bring them to you in bedpan. With everyone getting that flu, it's like in the worst taste ever. Jesus, you're seriously no fun since you hooked up with Max. At least I'm not eating out of bedpans, bitch. Mwah. Yeah, he sneezed into my mouth. What? And you know what's weird? It wasn't even my worst date this week. Okay, now you have to come to Brew Place on Saturday. It's in Brooklyn. You learn to make your own craft beer. We're all going. Craft beer in Brooklyn, hipsters? Is this 2012? Navid is into you, big time. I'm putting you on the list.
I bought the farm. Say what? Okay, I bought a farm. 40 acres out in Virginia. You're kidding. Right up in the Blue Ridge. It's mostly cleared with a little bit of woods out back, and there's a farmhouse. I'm gonna raise chickens. You're a city boy. You won't last a week out there. I may not last a week here. Goddamn bugger sent 4 people in my building to the hospital. One of them died. I'm getting out what I can, and you should too.
Third Precinct, Detective Mercer speaking. I hear you're looking for me, Detective.
Dr. Trace, why are you calling me?
Because I like to watch you run in circles.
We're gonna catch you, pal. You better believe it.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me.
You trace that?
Yeah. Phone's registered to some 15-year-old kid in Hackensack. Just another wannabe trying to get famous on someone else's kills. It gets old, man.
Out of ham? How can I be out of ham for Christmas?
No ham, no turkey, no meat. At least unspoiled. The woman said they'd have a delivery in 2 weeks.
We could do a nut roast, I guess.
Well, that doesn't sound very Christmassy.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Or at least an oven broiler. What's more Christmassy than that?
Hey, what about hot dogs? We have some of those. We could cut them up into chunks, wrap them in biscuit dough from a tube, and call them pigs in a blanket.
Hot dog chunks for Christmas dinner?
Just like Santa intended. Come on, we can sell this. You know the kids will love it.
Okay. Hot dog chunks it is. I'm dreaming of a chunky Christmas. Can't take your call, but you know what to do.
Hey, Kim. This is Alvaro. I just wanted to call now with, everything that's going on here, and, well, basically I just wanted to let you know that I love you. I always have. Since we were kids, and, well, I hope that you're well, somewhere, and that if things turn out okay, I just hope you're okay, Kim. Bye.
Hello, caller. You're on the air?
Yes, I'd like to take a moment to let everyone know that what we're experiencing now, this is not the end of the world, or anything like that. The world existed long before us, and will exist long after us. What we're seeing here is, in fact, our just reward. We've mistreated the planet. We've mistreated society. We've mistreated ourselves. There's nothing unfair about this at all. But hopefully, this time, it's just a warning. And hopefully future generations will learn from our mistakes. That's all I have to say. God bless us all.
Hey, it worked. We've got 3 pigeons trapped in that box thing on the roof.
Great. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Then I'll talk you through plucking and gutting.
I'm not doing that.
If you want to meet dinner, you are. Come on, it's the least I can do after you force me to learn friggin' CSS. You need to get the rubber gloves and your least shitty kitchen knife. Oh, and some scissors for the wings.
If I puke, it's on you. Like literally.
Dude, they're here right now. Sarah's setting up an A station right on the corner. I told you, man. Didn't I tell you? They're behind the virus. They're behind the National Guard coming in. Soon they'll be trying to vaccinate us. It's all about control, man. The one world government, they tried it after 9/11 with the flu vaccine. That didn't work, so now they've engineered another false flag attack on the heart of the free world.
9/11? You were 8 years old. Will you ever shut up about this conspiracy shit?
Hello? Hello? How does it look?
It's a box full of bees. How the hell should I know? Ugh, Jesus, there's bees on me.
Good, good. They're still active. The honeybees work all winter if they have food. Do they look well?
They look like bees. The city is going to hell, Dad. Why am I doing this?
I do it myself, but they've shut down the buses. Hey, look, honey, the winter won't last forever and we have to be ready for spring. You look after the hive and soon we'll have honey again. It'll be fun. And we've got Cindy with us now, live on the phone from New York. Cindy, what can you tell us about the current situation?
Yes, Stephen, it's a chaotic scene here at the Lincoln Tunnel as citizens try to push through the JTF checkpoint before it closes indefinitely. There's still no official word on how long this lockdown will be in effect or what relief Sarah will provide to those who are left behind, many without power or heat. Emotions are running high, to say the least.
And what's going to happen to the people who don't make it through the checkpoint? Have you been told anything?
The JTF hasn't issued a statement, but honestly, it doesn't look great. Many of these people have packed their belongings into their cars, but those cars are backed up on Dyer Avenue. Hey, watch it!
Dad? All routes in and out of Manhattan will remain closed until quarantine is lifted.
Hey, buddy. What's wrong?
I think they're trying to break in.
Open up! Police! Don't open. Call 911.
You're not picking up. Dad, you've got to come home.
I'm trying, buddy. But the goddamn bridge.
You're breaking down the door.
Al, did you get the gun from my desk?
What?
Go get the gun!
Dad! Go for Rachel. Your message won't leave itself.
Hey, Rach. Just calling to see if you're okay. We left it on pretty bad terms, but I do want to make sure you're all right. They say this thing's going to get worse before it gets better, and... Look, I don't know if I have the right to tell you what to do, but keep off the needle, okay? If you need an ear, let me know. I'll be there if you need me.
Welcome to Pricer House Customer Service. Due to recent events, our stores in the greater New York area will be closed until further notice. We apologize for any inconvenience and hope to continue providing quality food and service as soon as possible. Thank you.
Tell me some good news. Yeah, I'm looking at a big red brick apartment complex over by the East River. Looks easy to defend. No armor to speak of, and there's still people around. Rich folk. Shouldn't cause us any problems and probably got a lot of food and shit stashed. I say we set up here. You and your boy shake the place up. Cause some trouble and see who fights back. Things are as good as you say, I'll talk to Lorraine, see what she thinks about moving in. Understand? Oh yeah, I feel that. Then get on it.
Dad?
Paula, what is it?
I just shot a guy, Dad. He stopped moving, and I think he's dead.
Where are you? Are you okay?
No.
Are you hurt? Did he hurt you?
He was in the store, Dad. I had my gun, like you said, and he was in the pharmacy on 4th, and he was shouting at me, and he pushed me, and he...
Are you okay? Did anyone see you?
come home, Clara. Just get home now.
Okay. I'm okay. I got the flu pills, Dad. I got the throat spray, too. I'm coming home. God has a plan for us.
Well, sure, but it's 5 in the morning.
It's later than you think, Gary. Don't you see? The signs are all around.
What are you... You're saying this is a...
God is knocking on your door right now. Are you gonna answer?
What? I mean, Luis, is that you out there? Why is your face covered? Are you sick?
It's a test, David. Open the door.
No, I can't. I mean...
Don't you want to know if you've been chosen?
You still have it. You haven't pawned it.
Yeah, it's right where you left it.
Good. Ammunition?
Still in the box.
Okay. Then load it up and put it in your pocket. You want to be able to draw fast.
Dad, I'm not going to shoot anyone.
I know, honey. But just in case, just please do what I say and get over here. Okay?
What do you honestly think you'll achieve with it?
The lockdown is a necessary precaution to control the situation. We have enough to handle as it is.
But what are you doing to let people pass through? Most people just want to leave the city to meet with their family.
We will reevaluate the relocation plan at some point, but for now, the lockdown holds. Now, miss, I've got work to do here. You really should stop looking for trouble and make sure your own family is safe.
Hey, I heard what happened. How are you?
Fine, I guess. Probably just really tired. They locked the whole place down. Put all of us in quarantine. I'm actually sitting in a plastic bubble right now. No kidding.
Jesus, that's insane.
What about you? How are you holding up?
I'm on my first break now in 6 hours, eating a candy bar for breakfast. But I shouldn't complain, I guess.
John, it's Vic. I just got a call from Deb on the night shift. The inmates are starting to look sick. And one of the guards must have brought it in, and it looks like the supply ferry isn't going to make it over. So I don't want you or Travis coming in. The jail's already understaffed. They'll riot. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm not paid enough to be stuck on Rikers Island with 20,000 cons with fucking Ebola or whatever. Don't go to work today, John. It's not worth it.
Hey, baby. Looks like I'm coming to New York. They're sending the army to Manhattan? Is it that bad? National Guard, baby. It's fine. We're coming to help the police and stuff. And you're not meant to know, so keep it on the down low. I'll call you when I know what's happening, okay? Okay. It's getting pretty scary here, Jane. You just hold tight and stay inside. It'll all blow over soon. You wait and see. City Council Accessibility Office. What can I do for you?
Yeah, this is Staff Sergeant Max Cooper. I need translators to help man the depots. Armenian, West African dialects. You'll know better than me. Anything rare for New York. Most of the times we get families and someone translates for the rest, but shit, it's just crazy down here.
I'll make some calls and get back to you.
Thanks, ma'am. Much appreciated.
Yeah, it's me. I have no idea when they'll let me go home.
Are you at work? Tell me you're not at work.
Listen, honey, we're having all kinds of trouble with the main turbine, and if the power goes off, the whole island's screwed. I can't leave right now, and even if I wanted to, well, the army's here, and...
Wait, they're holding you there? Holy shit, Jack, are you okay?
I'm fine, I'm okay, but I don't know when I'll get out of here. So go to Sandy's, take the boys, and stay inside. I'll get home when I can. I love you.
And these forced relocations, this dark zone, what is the point of that?
We've already had a press conference on this. All the information is out there.
Anything else is classified, and I can't comment.
So you're sticking with the story that this is some kind of decontamination procedure?
It's a delicate situation that we must take care of pragmatically. And we must focus on the bigger picture. There are millions of lives at stake here.
Where's your emergency?
Can you hear me? I left my store down on Foul Lane. I need the cops here. I'm being attacked.
Okay. Is your life in danger at this moment, sir?
What do you think? I got the shop fixed up, but these hooligans are about to break through. If I don't get somebody down here, I'll have to take care of myself.
All right, sir. Where's your shop located?
Back off! I got a gun! I said back off, you hear me?
Sarah Helpline, how may I help you?
Oh, thank God. I tried to reach the hospital, but I think I need some help.
Okay, ma'am. If this is a medical emergency, you should call 911 instead. Is it an emergency?
I have a fever and I can't stop throwing up. Just can't stop. I think I need a doctor.
Ma'am, I can forward the call to the emergency center. Can you tell me your name and address?
I'm all alone. I don't want to be alone. And we got 3 more bodies since yesterday. Bagged up and decontaminated.
Okay, we should have a pickup for you within the hour.
Great. Honestly, I don't understand how you cope with it. Me, I'm really starting to... Hang on. Something's going on. Sir, you can't be here. This is an official Sarah Recovery Center. You'll have to...
Stand back and no one will get hurt. We're only here for the supplies. No one needs to...
Oh my God! Oh my God! Sarah Helpline, how may I help you?
Yeah, I want to report a missing person. It's, my brother.
Okay, ma'am. What's his name?
Trevor. It's, Trevor Sloan.
And when and where was he last seen?
We were at the, outside Madison Square Garden 2 days ago. He disappeared in the crowd. And then I, waited for him by the post office, but he didn't show up. I have no idea where he is, and now I'm all by myself.
I can't do this anymore. Bliss is completely out of control. He's got us executing civilians, and when Sergeant Alvarez refused, they shot him for treason.
We need someone on the inside.
I'm not killing another civilian.
You shoot one civilian, we save 1,000. We're counting on you.
You're beginning to sound just like him.
Just carry out the mission. That's an order.
Coast Guard just caught Hales with 50 kilos of coke, paddling up the East River in a military surplus Zodiac. Engine failure.
You kidding me?
No, ma'am.
And where are the fireworks? I want to hear some Chris Bell clocks popping.
When we locked her up, she just wouldn't stop grinning. I asked her if she was happy to be home, and she spat in my face. Said, yeah, because now I get to take you all down with me.
You think she's infected?
I'm at the hospital right now.
Don't tell me you're buying into Bliss's crap.
Sorry to burst your bubble, hon, but people are savages. Yesterday we caught a guy taking a dump in a Sierra reservoir. Poisoned the whole neighborhood for a laugh.
I've seen messed up things.
That's my point exactly.
But it's no excuse. Benitez has it right. These people need help, not a bullet in the head. And if you can't see that...
Then what?
Well, I guess it's over.
we've got 120 beds and an additional 25 now in the East Wing.
All in use?
Yes, ma'am, with a wait list. And that's just the start of our problems. We've got staff shortages as well. We can barely take care of the main building.
I know. It's the same story all over.
Yeah, Sheriff's got their hands full. But we're barely functioning over here, and I'm afraid of the infection spreading to the other patients. Is there anything you can do to, I don't know, speed things up a bit?
I'm sorry, sir. We're doing what we can.
What's your emergency?
Hey, hello? I'm down on East 21st, corner of 3rd Avenue. My friend, she's been sick of flu or something. She passed out on the sidewalk and she's not waking up.
Is she breathing?
I don't know. I think so. Her forehead's really hot. She's all pale and sweaty.
Okay. Make sure she's lying down on her side.
Okay. Yeah, she is. Can you send an ambulance or something?
As soon as we can. We've been getting an unusually high number of calls the last couple of days, but we'll be there soon. Just stay with your friend and we'll be there ASAP.
Hey, did you hear something about them closing the bridges tonight?
First I heard about it. Who says?
Frank said he heard it on the radio. Says the National Guard is doing a lockdown.
What is this shit? Everyone getting all riled up over the goddamn flu?
Yeah, it's messed up.
I got bills to pay, man. And I can't pay no bills if I can't get out of the city.
Gonna die of boredom.
Bobby, I got through. Got someone at the press office. What did they say? They said they don't know, but the home games are canceled indefinitely and the airports are shut, so no one's traveling. I mean, the whole league's closed down. They can't just not play. I know. The whole world's gone nuts. Tom, what are we looking at? Since the smallpox announcement, NASDAQ's down 300 and dropping like a rock. Smart money's expecting the NYSE to bottom out. Look, either way, we sell short. Jesus. You'd think it's the end of the world. A few people die and everyone with a cough thinks they've got the plague. That's what I'm counting on.
Finally, yes, hello. I took out a travel insurance policy with you on November 20th for my stay in New York. Now, I'm sure you've seen the news. All the flights out of New York are canceled and I'm stuck here, but now my hotel is telling me you've stopped paying for my stay.
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, our travel disruption policy does not cover flight restrictions due to public health concerns. We are not liable for any expenses incurred.
Oh, hell no, you are not pulling that shit on me. Get your manager on the line. I'll hold.
Hey, where'd you go? We were all set to raid. My mom's gone insane. She had me check for rashes again. I'll be online as soon as I've had lunch. She's insisting we all eat together and pray and shit. Sucks to be you. Since the curfew, I've leveled up my Alta 24. My mom doesn't even let me leave my room. It's awesome. I'll be online soon, I swear. School ain't gonna be closed forever, man. You're missing it. Listen, I know what we talked about, but I'm not sure this is a good idea. Look, you remember the rats? We set traps for days and it worked, right? Poisoned the whole colony, only all them dead rats started rotting. It stank to high hell and we had a zillion bugs. We ended up trucking 2 tons of rancid rat corpses to the incinerator. Yeah, but that was rats? I mean, this is a whole different thing. No, it ain't different. It's the same. They don't have places to put the dead no more, and there's more of them. Thousands of them in their houses, in the streets. If someone doesn't do something, it'll be just like the rats. We're going tonight. Bring fuel.
Hey, it's me. Don't be dead yet. I've been working on a couple of green poison bits for the open mic night. I want to run them by you. So I say, I was brought up Catholic. I'm really bad at it, but you don't change teams in the middle of a game, you know? But now it's like, things are starting to get a little scary, right? And I'm thinking maybe I ought to give this God guy a chance. Not committing to anything, just, you know, like when your mom pesters you for the 12th time about setting you up with a hot dermatologist who just moved into her building. I mean, how bad could it be, right? I don't know. Is that funny? Call me when you get this. Don't be dead yet.
Detective Walensky speaking.
Baby, someone's broken into the apartment.
Don't go inside.
Too late. But there's no one here.
It's not safe.
Nothing seems to be missing. Wait. Did you leave a $1 bill on the fridge?
No.
There's writing on it. For your piggy bank. Signed, your friend Reed.
Don't touch it.
Who's Reed?
Mom, Jake says he's going to eat Raymond. He says there's no food in the stores.
That's crazy talk.
And that they eat guinea pigs in Mexico all the time.
Honey, calm down. No one's eating Raymond. Now put Jake on the phone.
Hello?
Jake, be nice to your sister.
I said she could have half.
I mean it.
Fine. But don't blame me if she starves.
John, where are you? We're right at the gate. The National Guard haven't let anyone through in like half an hour. People are fighting with the Guard. Shit! Someone just threw a brick. This is getting ugly. Where are you? We're about a mile behind you. Nothing's moving. People are leaving their cars and walking. Hey, what's happening? John, they shot someone. Linda, get down. John! John! Hello?
We're losing our humanity.
Anthony, have you heard the sirens? A man on the TV was at the hospital, and he said they've run out of room in the wards and are treating people in the corridors. At St. Jude's, even.
I saw. Ma, listen, I need you to pack a bag, like when you stay over. Just enough for a few days. Can you do that for me, Ma?
I'm not going anywhere in weather like this.
Ma, listen, this with the hospitals and the looting, it's like Hurricane Sandy again. So Sharon and I are heading upstate, and we're going to swing by and pick you up on the way, okay? So start packing, and Sharon will help when we get there. Hey, I love you, Ma.
I love you too, Anthony. (911), what is your emergency? I'm the nurse at Beach St. Elementary School. I need an ambulance. We have 2 very sick children in the infirmary. They're running high fevers, vomiting, extremely photosensitive, and I can see spots developing on their legs and chest. Please hold.
Yo, this is Chris. Leave a message.
Hey, asshole, where the hell are you? You were supposed to pick me up at the airport 3 hours ago. Thanks for that. I had to fight my way through a freaking mob to get on some shitty bus. What's up with that? You don't do cabs anymore? Anyway, all right, I should be at your place in half an hour. You better be awake by then. All right, later.
I don't want to be here anymore. It's boring.
I know, Bunny, but I can't have you here in the hospital.
And Jane says I can't watch TV either. Says it's only bad news on there.
She's right. But don't you have some DVDs you could look at? I packed some for you.
No, I've already watched them.
All right, Bunny. Well, put one on again, and I'll be back by the time it ends, okay? Hey, man. Think you could come here real quick?
I got shit to do. What do you need?
Hey, so this guy was in my bedroom going through my stuff, right? Hit him in the back of the head. Now I got him tied up in my bathtub.
Shit, for real?
I don't know what to do, man. He seen my face. He knows where I live.
All right, I'll come over.
You catching this?
Afraid so. Is this the big one, you think?
Might be. Good Lord. I'd hoped we'd never see the day.
How are you holding up for supply?
3 months worth. Checked the water filter last week.
Yeah, we should be okay, too. You can never be too careful.
Hey, honey, how's Lisbon?
Wearing thin. Listen, I don't have good news. They've grounded the entire fleet, and it looks like nothing commercial is flying to the USA or Canada.
So you're stuck there?
Lisa, everyone's stuck everywhere. I don't know how long it'll be before I see you again.
But your parents are coming in for Hanukkah this Friday. Are you going to make it home by then at least?
I don't know, sweetheart. I promise I'll try.
Hey, sweetie, you're calling early.
Hey, okay, listen, something's seriously messed up here. I think we have to leave town right now.
What are you talking about?
Can you pack your bag, the little green one, just whatever basics you need, not too heavy. I'll pick you up in a minute. We need to move fast.
Babe, what's going on?
I'm not... Look, we can't wait or we'll be stuck. They're locking the island down in an hour.
Okay, I'll pack the bag.
Hey, you reached the back yet?
Yeah. Door's busted. I'm going in.
All right. Let me see what's going on up front. You know, we should get some of those walkie-talkies instead. Cell phones are bound to go offline.
Hey, I hear some people back here.
You sure?
Yeah, come on. Grab your gun. Let's do this.
Okay, people, listen up. I've been getting a lot of questions about this Directive 51 thing, and the people with the orange wristwatches, and with all the other crap we got going on. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. Well, today's your lucky day, because I'm going to give you the short version, and after this, no excuse. Right, so, first things first. Yes, we got to do it. Directive 51 comes right off the president's desk, which means it's totally on the up and up. Someone invokes it, you listen. What does it say? It says a lot of things, but the part that matters is this. Certain people are now authorized to do whatever the hell it takes to clean up the big messes. Nuclear, biological, chemical attacks, pandemics, giant monsters, that sort of thing. As you might have guessed, their current situation qualifies. They're called the Division, and they're being activated as we speak. How do you know who they are?
Look for those damn orange circles. You see the glow, then you'll know. Who are these people? According to Directive 51, they're sleeper agents recruited from the civilian population to be activated only when the shit well and truly hits the fan, which, if you ask me, describes things pretty good. They're not military, they're not SEALs, they're not secret agents, they're people, coming from the people to help the people. They've been trained to maintain order and public safety in domestic environments under extreme circumstances, so people like us are able to do what we do best. They could be anyone. Your neighbor, your dentist, your wife, you name it. All that matters was that someone thought they could do the job when things went to shit. And when they got the call, they dropped whatever they were doing and they hit the streets, because that's the kind of people they are. And yeah, I'm about as happy about this as you are. Somebody in D.C., called the Strategic Homeland Division, didn't have a lot of faith in people like us. Then again, you look around, maybe planning for something like this was the right idea. So, anyway, you meet a division agent, you offer them any and every bit of aid you can, because they're the ones who are supposed to help us get out of this mess. Look, I know we've been busting our butts. All of us. Firemen, cops, animal control, you name it. The whole joint task force has been doing a hell of a job. But sometimes, you gotta call the cavalry. Crisis gets too big. There's just not enough of us to go around. The city needs more than we can give. So, you want the formal language? Here it is. Effective immediately, we will be liaising with the division. Our ops will be run jointly. We will have some autonomy on strategy and implementation, but division agents will have the ultimate authority if it comes to that. Hopefully it won't. You're in the field, you don't need to wait for some division honcho to tell you to pull the trigger. Now, I know the next question you're going to ask, because a ton of you have already asked it, which is, what happens to them when this is all over? I know you're worried that maybe we get through this thing and these division types are going to be running things from then on. The good news is you can relax. According to the directive, once the immediate crisis passes, they're deactivated and they go to hell home. They're not taking over New York, they're not replacing us, they're here to do a job and get out. Because they got lives and families they want to get back to. But right now, worrying about what happens when we beat this thing is pissing into the wind. We gotta beat it first. And we're gonna need these division types' help to do it. So, the first wave of agents has been activated, and I know some of you have seen them in the field. How many are coming? I got no idea. How many waves? Same thing. As many as they got, I hope. But it's not up to me. You are encouraged to talk to them, get to know them, and most of all, find a way to work with them. Build a relationship. They may be feds, but they're also New Yorkers. We're all in this together. Where does this Directive 51 thing leave us? Doing our damn jobs. You're still gonna be on the streets. You're gonna be helping people. You're gonna be doing the same thing you've been doing. In the ops centers, people like me will be playing advisory roles. We're gonna fall under division authority, but if that's what it takes... Look, we've been through this before. 9/11, Sandy. Fed stepped in because we needed them. Things get bad enough, that's what happens. We don't have to love it, but we do have to do it. Some of you might be old enough to remember the old Dark Winter exercise when the feds tried to simulate what something like this would look like. Turns out they predicted this shit show pretty accurately. That's what got Directive 51 written in the first place. Now we get to live with it.
Hey, bro, it's me. Sorry I couldn't pick up. I was hanging out with that girl I told you about. Vanessa. And yes, when I say hanging out, I mean exactly what you think. That's all you get. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. Anyway, thought I'd check in, see how my nephews are doing. Mom keeps leaving voice messages asking me when I'm coming home for the weekend. Can you please explain to her that busy college students have to spend weekends studying? She might actually buy it, coming from you. Gotta run to class. Call me back. Later. Hey, Dano, it's me. I know, but things got a little hectic. My social essay took longer than expected, and then Vanessa got sick, and, you know, I wanted to bring her chicken soup, stream Gosling movies with her and stuff, be the doting boyfriend. You gotta get into the city and meet her sometime soon, man. But not this week. She's still sick as a dog, and this thing seems to be going around. Wouldn't want you taking a bug home to the boys. Anyway, tell Mom I'm sorry, and I promise to get out to PA for the holidays, okay? You're the best. Later. Hey, Danny, it's me. You probably heard about what's going on. They're still saying flu, but I don't know. I took Vanessa into the ER again last night. It was bad. She had a fever of 103. She was hallucinating and, well, yeah. They kept her in this time. I'm not family, so they won't tell me anything. I don't think they know anything anyway. I'm still fine. Make sure you tell Mom. But it's getting weird. So many people are getting sick, the hospitals can't handle it. And they're setting up clinics in the parks and shit. I'll try you later. Hey, big brother. It's Joel. Vanessa died. A month ago, we were sexting in Comp Lit this morning. They wouldn't let me see her. I told them her family's in Hong Kong. They know the airports are shut down. Jesus, this all happened so fast. I don't know where she is, Danny. I don't know what they did with her. University canceled classes. Bridges, tunnels, everything's closed. I'm stuck here. Tell Mom I'm fine. I'm not, but I'm not sick at least. Call me, please.
Hey, get the hell out of here.
Danny, got your voicemail. The cell service is hit and miss these days. Like everything. Power comes and goes. You don't find a place to sleep before dark, nobody lets you in. Too afraid you're bringing a disease with you. Those nights, I ended up in a hallway somewhere. Or sleeping in an alley under a cardboard box, like some kind of bum. It's fucking cold in this city, you know? Like, I knew it was, but when you can't get away from it, you realize it is a lot colder than you think. Nobody's got spare food. I'm running out of ramen. Don't know what I'm gonna do when that happens. Mom's gonna be fine, Dano. Yeah, I'm sure it's something else. It's Joel. Don't know if these things are getting through. Tell Mom I love her. Tell her I'll be home soon. Dress it up however you have to. Just make sure she believes it. I don't want her lying there thinking. I'm hungry, Dan. Jesus, I'm hungry. The Sarah people were handing out MREs, but they didn't have enough, and people started getting rough. I didn't, but you know, I can't blame them. Hunger, it gnaws at you, like your brain's eating itself from the inside out. I lied. I got rough, but I got something to eat. You don't need to call me back. Got your message. Thanks. I'm glad it was quick, I guess. I wish I could have seen her before. Dan, today I saw these guys on the street, standing around this old man. They wanted his suitcase. They didn't know what was in it, but they wanted it anyway. And he didn't want to give it up. So they knocked him down and started kicking him hard till he passed out. Danny, I was one of them. Get out of town. All right, put the boys in the car, go to the lake, and take Dad's shotgun. The three of you can live there for months. Do it, Danny, before it's too late. Dan, you stopped leaving messages. Why'd you stop leaving messages, Dan? I have news. Tons of things to tell you. I'm doing better. Found some folks to hang with. The right crowd. Strength in numbers. We take what we want, who we want, when we want. We eat every single day. Darwin, man. These are my people. We're gonna survive. You're never gonna hear this. It's gonna live on an NSA server somewhere in Nevada, like the nuclear waste they bury in the desert where the cockroaches nothing can kill. Soon we'll all be gone. The cockroaches will rule the earth. Good.
Are you recording this? No, that's fine. When we're done, you're gonna let me go, right? That was the deal. Anyway, my name is Sharona Diaz, and I was a nurse practitioner at Bellevue, the hospital. Worked there 16 years, so I've seen all kinds of bad stuff, but nothing like this. Okay, I'm sorry, the first cases we got? Early December, the night of the 5th. They started coming in, just a couple at first. The symptoms they presented looked like flu, and That's what we thought it all was. I mean, we knew it was going to be a bad season, and that's what we thought this was. So we gave them fluids and sent them home like you do. I mean, how were we supposed to know? But the thing is, the patients kept on coming. I mean, you work ER, you're always ready for a bad night. But this was every day, and it never stopped. More people coming in, same symptoms. You'd see parents shivering next to their kids, with the kids trying to keep it together, and your heart, it just broke for them. 3-4 days of this? We're pretty sure it's not flu. DCD was calling every couple of hours for updates, and they asked all these questions that made it pretty clear they didn't think it was flu either. What the disease control department finally told us was scary. This thing, nobody was saying smallpox yet, was virulent at 2 parts per million. Direct contact airborne contagion too. It was scary. Then the governor declared it an emergency and they locked the city down, and we realized what kind of hell we were going to be in for. The National Guard moved in, but what were they going to do? They weren't doctors. The 8th was when somebody finally said smallpox. Word came down that we were supposed to inoculate healthy patients with smallpox vaccine, even though our supplies were old and nobody knew if it would even work. The thing was, it didn't. People kept getting sick and coming in, and we just didn't have the room. We did what we could to make people comfortable, but we just couldn't stop it. That's when it all turned into alphabet soup. First, Sarah rolled into town, thinking they got this under control. Catastrophic Emergency Response Agency. More like, can't even run anything. They started setting up these mass treatment facilities in Midtown, which took a load off us, but didn't do much else. On the 11th, people started dying. By the 13th, the morgues were full. And on the 14th, we had to start turning people away. It was hell, you know? But we couldn't do anything for them. We were out of beds, we were out of medicine, the staff were starting to come down with it. It was a nightmare. By the 17th, they shut us down. Too much risk of infection, they said. More like they wanted to concentrate all the patients in those Sarah Field hospitals. Maybe keep it away from the rest of the city. What happened next? You know what happened next. The Joint Task Force tried to hold things together, but really, what were they gonna do? Cops and firefighters and weekend warriors? The city was falling apart. Too many people were sick. Too many jobs weren't getting done. And then, they lost control of those Sarah facilities and had to wall them off. It was just too much. Me? I got out before they shut the doors to the dark zone. And now, all I want is to go home. You're gonna let me go, right? You said you were gonna let me go.
Understood. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I was in the dark zone when we pulled out. Yeah, I'm okay to talk about it. My name? Specialist Robert Armitage, Jr. Army National Guard, New York. 42nd Infantry Division. Yes, ma'am, it's a mouthful. Electronics engineer. Wife and 2 kids in Utica. Mobilized mid-December after the governor declared a state of emergency. We knew there was an outbreak. We didn't know of what. No, ma'am. My experience, they don't tell you those things unless they're relevant. And it wasn't. Not yet. Well, You join up, you pretty much give them leave to do whatever they want to you. When did I get to Manhattan? Early days. Right after the outbreak. They mobilized us on the 7th, had us in transports to the city on the 8th. Quarantine was already coming down. It was weird as hell to be traffic going into Manhattan and not see anything coming out. People hadn't started dying yet, but already things were pretty shaky. Half the city was sick, and the other half didn't go to work because they were afraid of getting sick. Our initial orders were to liaise with Sarah and provide support. Build aid stations and help them set up those field hospitals. City policing we left to the civil authorities, so they could see we were getting stretched pretty thin. But we built structures. We safeguarded supply drops, we handed out blankets and water bottles, and we held the line on the quarantine. Nobody was getting off the island. Not if we could help it. Had to shoot a few people who tried. I'm not proud of that. Then people started dying. For real dying. Not just old folks and kids. People were dropping dead in the streets. People dying in their apartments and nobody would find them for days. The hospitals, they were turning people away because they had nothing left. But that was okay, because Sarah had those mass treatment centers and they were going to be it. By that point, the cat was out of the bag on the smallpox thing. But we still had hope, you know? Sarah was gonna beat this thing, and then we were all gonna go home. Meanwhile, the city was falling to shit around us. The ATF, they were trying, doing their best during all this. Firemen, cops, crossing guards, you name it. All of them trying to keep things running when the water stops flowing and the lights start going out. And all you got is a badge and a promise that things are gonna get better. People start getting crazy in the streets. Stealing food, taking it from their neighbors. What are you gonna do? After a while, they linked us up with them and called us all JTF. But it still wasn't enough. Early days, there was talk of hooking up with that PMC someone paid to guard their offices on Wall Street. Last Man Battalion, they were called. Complete bunch of shitheads. If they played ball, maybe things wouldn't have gotten so bad. But their CO, this Bliss asshole, he decides they're not working with nobody. So suddenly we got a war going with those guys while the disease is out of control. Not enough we got a superbug trying to kill us. Goddamn Merc's gotta try it too. But that's all besides the point. Because the real problem was those treatment centers. They failed. Everybody died. The patients, the doctors, the nurses. The poor sons of bitches dumping bodies into the mass graves they had to dig in Central Park. Everyone. People dying on the inside, people shooting at us on the outside. When they finally told us to pull out, it was a blessing. Except now, all that's behind barbed wire. Yeah. That's where your dark zone came from. And the things I've seen, I don't care how much you're offering. I'm never going back in.
Lieutenant Colonel Bliss, this is Arthur Tran from Polliner Newen Creative Associates. First, let me say what a pleasure it is to be working for a company like yours and with someone like you, so devoted to keeping our great country safe. I've sent you the storyboards for the proposal for your firm, which we're calling Island Thunder. It starts with a flyover by a wing of attack helicopters, all firing full blast. Behind them, there's a massive explosion, followed by a pan down to where we see one soldier in your company's uniform taking out a dozen enemies with a massive machine gun. Tasteful heavy metal, and a voiceover that emphasizes the sorts of awesome adventures your men have been on a day-to-day basis. Tell me what you think.
Mr. Tran, this is Charles Bliss calling. I just wanted to let you know that I got your message and I looked at your storyboard, and that your ad is the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen. And that includes the time I got trapped marching behind 16 elephants in a parade. You show no understanding of what my company is, what my people do, or what sort of high-character individuals we're looking to recruit. So, you have 1 week to do better, or I'll fire you and we'll do better. Do I make myself understood? Bliss out.
Lieutenant Colonel Bliss, sir, first let me apologize for the previous effort we sent you. That was the work of a junior associate who has, of course, since been let go. Well, we've assigned all of our senior staff to your project, and I think you'll be very pleased with the revisions. It's a very simple concept. Just you, talking about your service and the idea of loyalty and duty. And I think we can bring it in at well under your budget, so call me back and let me know.
This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker extraordinaire. New York has been cordoned off by the government, and I am in the most exclusive club in the world, Manhattan. Thomas and Blanca got their asses cut by the JTF. Not me. But then they don't have my mad parkour skills. I'm exploring the city and reporting what I see, taking nothing but photos and leaving nothing but footprints, and maybe the occasional audio recording, so people know where I've been and the incredible things I've seen here. The adventure begins. This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker, and this is my first night exploring the Big Apple. Gotta say, it's spooky as hell here. New York used to be a very crowded place, but it is creepy how quiet it is now. Hardly any lights, just the wind howling through the buildings. Can you hear that pack of dogs? Don't know if they have rabies or what, but I am keeping far away from them. It's a moonless night and it's dark as hell. The streets are full of snowdrifts and there is nothing moving anywhere. No traffic. Nothing. Don't think Manhattan has ever been this quiet.
I'm a survivor. Old school. Right. Just ready for someone to cross me. Don't give him an opening.
This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker. Day 2 inside the city that never sleeps. Last night was pretty freaky, but today's a whole different story. I mean, it's cold as hell, but I've never seen the city look so amazingly peaceful and majestic. The sky is ice blue and everything is covered with snow. There are huge icicles hanging off the trees. It's like a picture-perfect winter wonderland. I went by the zoo and it looks like someone let some of the animals go. I wonder if anyone's feeding the ones still there. What the hell is that? Is that the National Guard? What are they doing? There are prisoners in chains being dragged behind trucks. Oh shit! They see me! Eva Acosta, urban spelunker. Day 3. Yesterday some asshole shot at me. Soldiers. National Guard, maybe. I don't know who they thought I was. Anyway, I'm in Midtown today, not far from the Empire State Building, in front of Abel's department store. My papi used to bring me here when I was little to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. There's a parade today, but I don't like the looks of it. Guys wearing gas masks and big tanks on their back are leading a group of people into a circle. Some of them are crying. I'm afraid to get any closer because I don't know what they're doing. Maybe I should take some pictures. Oh my God. They're burning them. Oh my God. This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker, and I gotta get out of the city. It's like, I don't know, people are going crazy. I'm at Abel's and there aren't any shoppers, just looters. The windows are all broken and people are just taking what they want. They're laughing, they're screaming, they're fighting over shit. Where are the cops? Where's anybody in charge? I always thought I was some kind of anarchist. Flipping off the man, fighting the status quo. I camped out in Zuccotti Park for Occupy Wall Street. I protested the G7 summit, but this is just sad. There's a woman on the street and she's bleeding and she's crying and no one is helping her. And I can't either because if those looters see me, I don't know what they'll do to me.
This is Eva Acosta, and I can't find a way out of this city. I'm almost out of food, and I don't know what to do. There's a whole lot of desperate people camped out in the train yards, but I think a lot of them are sick. There's no way out through the Lincoln Tunnel. There's no way across any of the bridges. There's no way out anywhere. Getting in was easy. They're not watching for people trying to get in who'd be stupid enough to want in, but getting out? Oh, shit. I hope I'm not getting sick. I think I better head for the train yards. I don't know where else to go. At least there's safety in numbers there. If someone finds this recording, I'm hoping you can get a message to my parents in Teaneck, New Jersey. Isabel and Ramon Acosta. Tell them Eva loves them. Tell them I'm sorry.
I am Vitaly Chernenko, physician and virologist. I live in Novosibirsk in Russia. I will record this journal to document the events in New York City after what they call the dollar flu outbreak. I am fortunate to be in New York now as I am to speak at Sinai Hospital Medical Conference. I hope to be of some use in this crisis. I have, how does one say it, mixed feelings. One does not wish others to suffer, but for virologists it is also excellent opportunity to learn. The first does not cancel out the second. Oh, I should add, English is not my best language, but more people speak it here than Russian, so I will use it. My talk at the conference has been postponed, as is the conference itself. This is not a surprise. The Russian consulate has called me in, and to stay here in the consulate building until the crisis has passed. It's very comfortable, more comfortable than my hotel, in fact, but here one feels a little bit like a prisoner. Am I not more useful to help with the study of green poison? This is what they are calling the virus. If I can work with others? It feels like the bad old days. At least I still have my phone and internet. I will try to stay up on how things develop. Perhaps I can be of help from here. This is all very frustrating. I have a colleague in New York, Dr. Amherst Gordon. He was at Vector for a one-year exchange years ago. Productive time. He was very interested in my work. Taking a dangerous virus, Ebola, say, and make small changes to the genome to make the virus less deadly, but also more fertile. In the end, a harmless version will win out over harmful one. That is the idea. At the time, it was theory. Now, maybe it is possible using computer and modified 3D printer. I want to speak to Dr. Amherst and see what he thinks. I have called him, but he has not yet answered.
I am troubled by the news. The DCD says the virus may be smallpox, but the live smallpox virus is kept in just two places in the world, DCD and Vector in Siberia, where I work. It is very, very hard to access if one does not have the proper security clearance. If this is true, the one behind this may have the connection to DCD or Vector. They may even be known to me. It is disturbing. Still, no answer from Dr. Amherst. I am concerned for his health. I want to go to his home to make sure he is safe, but I am not permitted to leave consulate. I am too vital to Russian interests. So they tell me. Пожалуйста. Watching and reading the news, I am now convinced that the virus is not smallpox, but rather modified virus based on smallpox. Why? Because the symptoms are similar, but, what is the word? Tweaked. Faster transmission, more lethal, optimized. This is what I was trying to defend against. Modified virus is weaponized for terrorism. I remember having long talks with Dr. Amherst about it. The consul will not allow me to contact the DCD and share what I know. They say soon we are leaving the United States. That I am so close to being able to help, yet so far makes me angry and terribly sad. I still have heard nothing from Dr. Amherst. I fear the worst. I am so furious. They left me. They left me. For weeks, I did as I was told. I came to consulate. I did not contact DCD. I stayed hidden while an epidemic raged outside. And I might know better than anyone what is really going on. I hid so well, it seems, that they forgot to tell me of the evacuation. They left... This is a wonderful English phrase. In the dead of the night. I have no words. And now I'm here, in the city, under martial law, with no protection. There is only one benefit to this. Now there is no one to tell me I cannot contact DCD and offer my help, or find Dr. Amherst. Now I am free. I hope it is not too late. Outside is worse than I expected. Before I thought this was a crisis to get through, then rebuild. Now, I'm not so sure. I want to go to Dr. Amherst's home to see if he's alive, but I do not think it is safe to do this. The streets seem dangerous. There are almost no police. This is not the New York I remember. It is wiser to stay in consulate from now, I think. At least here, the internet sometimes works.
I have alerted the Russian embassy in Washington to my presence. They say they will come for me when blockade is lifted. Until then, I wait.